Greetings. Happy November to all of you, and I'm so pleased that you continue to show up to reinforce your commitment to be a labor of love in your everyday life. I was thinking about how I could best guide you on this journey in a practical way, because giving you a lot of inspiration is fine, but what we need are nuts and bolts that we can depend on to create a strong foundation for new behavior. And it came to me that the most important person in this revolutionary process is you. I can tell you 50 times what you should do, what you could do, but honestly, it begins and ends with you. Your life is unique, your circle of influence is unique, and where your dharma and your karma are taking you is unique onto you. So what I encourage you to do is take time to be quiet, to be still, to go within and ask yourself what you would like to do to make your life more labor of love intensive on an everyday level. How could you do that? Perhaps journal about it. Journal about how your life has already been a labor of love. Think about ways that you have been with people in your world and have touched them in a specific way, or how they've touched you and made an impression that maybe you'd like to repeat, or maybe you'd like to avoid. I don't know, but what I can tell you is that when we had our big earthquake here in the San Fernando Valley in January of 1994, it was a very difficult time for me and for my family because we lost just about everything. And through that devastation, I discovered something very interesting, that my instinct was to reach out to my brother and my family members and to check in and find out how they were doing, and then realize that the most important thing for me to take care of was my own family and my own home, my own environment. Because in so doing that, I strengthened our ability to face the present and the future with dignity, grace, and courage, instead of running out to see how I could help everybody else, which is what I initially really felt like I should be doing. Help the community, help the greater good. But the bottom line is that we needed to help ourselves. And how many times have I told you, whether you've been in yoga with me or you've been in Reiki with me, about the very simple example of being on an airplane and that oxygen drops down because we're in a turbulent situation, and you're either with your child or with a senior or with someone who's ill. You're responsible for them. Are you going to take that oxygen and give it to them first and then risk passing out and being of no assistance whatsoever? No, you've got to put it on yourself first. And this is what our practice is about, putting that oxygen on ourselves, taking all of our fortitude to know that we must be as good as we can be and in integrity with who we are, so we can clearly take that out into the world. And when we're talking about love, that's the essential essence that we all were created from. That's who we are. Having forgotten that and fallen far away from it through this amnesia that comes down thicker and thicker as we age and become more ingrained in the material world, if we can touch that through stillness, through quietude, through meditation, then we can begin to process it and bring it up so that it is uppermost in our mind, in our consciousness, in our thoughts, in our words, therefore our actions, and then everything begins to unfold for us in divine content. So I encourage you, please calm down, slow down, go within, pay attention, and know that you have everything you need right now to make your life a pure labor of love in your own household, with your own family first. And then from there, go into your extended family, and then into your circle of influence, and ever onward. because this is where your greatest impact is going to be. And I'm here cheering you on and want you to know that that's how I live my life personally. And with that, I wish you namaste.